So I've got a video out there on long division. Today I want to do a video on synthetic division. Either one of them can be used. It's just one's faster than the other. You know, it's kind of like saying 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 9, or I can say 3 times 3 is 9. So once I'm on the shortcuts, it's a lot easier. So let's take a problem and go through it with long division just to remind us how to do that. And then we'll go through and learn the shortcut, okay? So in this video, I talked about going through this, and I'm going to go through it a little fast. Go back and watch the other video if you're struggling with this. So I know this is going to be x squared, so that becomes x cubed. That becomes 8x squared. Sorry, 8x. Subtract, I get negative 5x, bring down the 43. And then from there, I'm going to make this plus, or actually it's going to be minus 5. And that should be an x. So sorry, going through it kind of fast just to get actually to the synthetic division. So the minus 5 times the x, minus 5x, minus 40. But again, like we talk about, division is subtraction. So plus, plus, negative 3. So I'm left with a remainder of minus 3 over x plus 8. Okay. All right, so now let's use that same problem. So we know the answer is going to end up being, we'll put it over here, x minus 5 minus 3 over x plus 8. But instead, I want to do it a quicker way, right? When I'm trying to quickly factor, I need something to use as a shortcut. So here's where we come in with synthetic division. So if the problem stays the same, so we got x squared minus 3x plus 8, and we're, sorry, try that again. X squared plus 3x minus 43. And we want to divide that by x plus 8. Okay. So here's the steps. I'm going to take this term and I'm going to make it a minus 8. So I always take the opposite sign of the number. All right. And then from there, I'm going to write the leading coefficients. So 1, positive 3, negative 43, okay? Now, step 1, always bring down the 1, all right? That's going to be step 1 no matter what. You bring down this term here. And then from there, we're going to follow a pattern. So negative 8 times 1 is negative 8. I add them together, so I get minus 5. Negative 8 times negative 5 is negative 40. Sorry, positive 40. Add them together, and I get a negative 3. Oh, what we didn't talk about earlier was if I have 3 terms and I'm dividing, then when I finish, I should have 2 terms and possibly a remainder. All right, so that's key. So right here, I have my 2 terms and my possible remainder. In this case, I do have a remainder. So from there, I'm just going to line it up, okay? So 2 terms. So the remaining terms are 1x, I just write the 1, or just write the x, minus 5, okay, so it's just a constant. There's no x there. And then minus 3 over the normal denominator, or the regular denominator, which is x plus 8, okay? Meaning you don't do anything with the minus 8 part, all right? And that's it. So that's a lot faster, especially once you learn the tricks, okay? So let's try another one. And we'll make this one a little bit longer, so you'll see what happens when we have 4 terms. Right? Y cubed plus 5y squared minus 7y plus 2. And we're going to divide that by y minus 2. Okay? All right, step 1, take the opposite sign. So it's a negative 2. I'm going to make this a positive 2. Step 2, list out the coefficients. 1, 5, minus 7, positive 2. And I'm ready to go. Step 1 is always bring down that first coefficient, so it's a 1. 2 times 1 is 2. Add them, so I get 7. 2 times 7 is 14. Add them, I get 7. 2 times 7 is 14, and I get 16. Great. I get 3 terms remaining and a remainder. Okay? So it's always going to be 1 less. So 1y squared, which I'm just going to write y squared, plus 7y plus 7 plus 16 over the denominator, which was y minus 2. much faster, right? And again, a lot of this, what I'm doing is trying to figure out how to quickly factor. So ideally, I want a 0 in the denominator, or sorry, a 0 as a remainder. But I just obviously know that, okay, that's not a factor. I might go try +2, I might try +1, -1, and that's how we quickly go and factor a cubic polynomial, okay? All right, last thing I want to do is what happens when there's a missing power. So for example, we'll say k cubed minus 17k plus 32 divided by k plus 5. Now, the biggest mistake that happens, all right, so we put down our -5, we have that, but then we only list 3 terms, 1, -17, and 32. It's not going to work. It's going to give us a wrong answer, okay? So we have to put a 0 where the term is that's missing. So I'm missing k squared. So I'm going to put a 0 here. Then I'm going to list -17 and +32. Now I'm ready to go. Okay. So step 1, bring down the 1. Step 2, -5 times 1, -5. Add them, I get -5. Multiply, I get 25. Let's add them, I get +8. -5 times 8 is -40. And I have a remainder of -8. Again, circle my remaining 3 terms and leave my denominator. So in this case, I'm actually going to now have a k squared. And then I'm going to have -5k plus 8 minus 8 over k plus 5. And that's it. Okay, so that's synthetic division. So go back and watch log division video if you're stuck on that. This is synthetic division. If you like these videos, please like and subscribe. We're going to start adding as many as possible.